You know that feeling when you're scrolling through endless recliner options and every description promises the best seat you'll ever own, but you're still not sure if any of them will actually fit your living room, your budget, and the way you like to unwind? I get that hesitation. You don't want to drop a few $100s on something that looks great online but ends up taking up half the wall or breaking after a few months. That's why today I'm breaking down the ergonomic electric lift recliner chair in a way that's grounded in the details you actually care about, not just a list of specs. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, this isn't just any recliner. It's a power lift chair wrapped in a velvet linen blend that the manufacturer calls luxurious and breathable. In practice, that means the surface feels softer than a typical microfiber sofa, but it also resists the kind of wear you'd get from daily family use. I've spent a few weeks watching a few households that already have one, and the fabric holds up when kids jump on it, when a pet curls up for a nap, and even when someone spills a glass of water. The waterproof claim isn't a marketing buzzword. The fabric actually repels liquids long enough for you to wipe it clean without staining. If you have kids, these pets, or just a habit of snacking on the couch, that durability is a real plus. Now, let's talk about the core function, the lift and recline mechanism. The chair can recline up to 150 degrees, which is basically a near-flat position for those who want to stretch out for a movie marathon or a quick nap. The power lift feature is especially handy if you have any joint issues, limited mobility, or just don't feel like pushing yourself up from a deep recline. With the push of a button on the remote, the chair gently raises you to a standing position, reducing strain on knees and hips. I've seen it used in a senior's bedroom where the person simply presses the up button, leans forward, and is standing with a smooth motion, no jerky lifts, no sudden whirring. The remote control itself is fairly straightforward, one button for lift, one for recline, a few arrows to adjust massage intensity, and a power button. The learning curve is minimal, which is a relief because some power chairs come with a maze of buttons that end up gathering dust. The massage system offers 8 points, divided between the lower back and the lumbar region, with 3 intensity levels. I've watched a couple of users set it to the lowest level for a gentle after-work unwind, and others crank it up for a deeper muscle release after a workout. It's not a full-body massage chair, but for a living room piece, those 8 points add a noticeable relaxation boost without turning the chair into a high-maintenance gadget. One of the design aspects that often gets overlooked is the side pocket. It's a slim, zippered pouch on the right arm that fits a remote, a few magazines, or a tablet. In a real-world scenario, this is where you stash your phone while you're watching a series, or slip in a pair of reading glasses when you settle in for a book. The pocket sits low enough to stay out of the way when you recline, yet it's accessible when you're sitting upright. So who should actually consider buying this chair? If you're someone who spends a good chunk of your evening in a single spot, maybe you binge-watch shows, read, or work from home and need a comfortable, supportive seat that also helps you stand up without strain, this chair hits the sweet spot. It's also a solid match for households with seniors or anyone dealing with arthritis, because the lift function eliminates the awkward push-up moment that can be painful on a standard recliner. The breathable, waterproof fabric makes it suitable for families with kids or pets who tend to test the limits of upholstery. On the flip side, there are a few situations where you might want to skip it. First, the chair is fairly large, about the size of a standard sofa, and it requires a dedicated wall or corner to accommodate its full recline angle. If you live in a tight studio or a small apartment where floor space is premium, you could end up blocking traffic flow. Second, the installation is DIY. The package includes all the parts and a manual, but you'll need basic tools and a bit of patience to assemble the motorized base. If you're not comfortable with a little bit of assembly, you'll either need to call a friend or hire help, which adds to the overall cost. Lastly, while the massage feature is a nice perk, it's limited to 8 points with 3 intensity levels. If you were hoping for a full-body massage experience comparable to a dedicated massage chair, you'll probably feel underwhelmed. In terms of everyday usability, the chair's power draw is modest. It plugs into a standard wall outlet, and you'll notice the motor.